All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Wednesday, February 19th, set today by Brummy. I do have a truck or lorry, if you prefer, idling outside my window. Hopefully, if it gets too loud, I will go on pause, but I want to try and fit this in before lunchtime. All right, one across. Less able to observe an outstanding performance. Seems like the definition will be an outstanding performance. It could be something for less able and then something for observe. What's an outstanding? Oh, there is the very English expression, he played a blinder. And so I suppose if you're less able to observe, then you might be blinder. All right. Let's try these downs now. Research expert. Dicky gets stuck into container. Well, Dicky makes me think of Tricky Dicky, one of Mike's favorite comments. We have a lot of Tricky Dickies. Um, I'm thinking the container could be a bin, and oh, I know again a very English expression for an expert, a boffin. And so, yeah, if your stomach is dicky, then it might be a bit off. So we get that boffin. All right, one question on tax that shows how smart you are. Well, I was thinking, oh, could one question be IQ? And it could for one question. If you tax somebody, you test them, and an IQ test shows how smart you are. All right, denial of miracle is revised after departure. Ooh, well, miracle is 7 letters. I'm wondering if we anagram miracle after dep for departure, and it's going to mean denial. Oh, I'm not seeing it. No, I'm going to move on. One emerging from the sack, found on the stair. Well, I think I think on stairs you have a rider. Is that right? I think that's what you call the metal strip that used to hold the carpet in place inside the inside part of each step. No, a riser, of course. One emerging from bed would be a riser. There we go. Let's go back to the acrosses. Criticize the drink in French, causing stir. I think it's going to be stir, which could be prison in slang, but it could just be some kind of contretemps. Criticize could be pan. Oh, what's the French for drink? Boire, maybe? Boivre? It could be the sea, the drink. Mare, causing stir. No, I don't see it. Oh, how about a threesome that would control your life? Oh, it's a cryptic definition of the fates. 3 fates who control your life. Moderate version of Delft soap. Well, Delft soap has 9 letters, so I wonder if we have a version or an anagram of that. We do have soft, and then what's left over? Oh, pedal. It's moderate. I think if you maybe moderate your approach, you might soft pedal it. All right, isolation ruins Italy's cooking. Well, cooking can be an anagram indicator or to cook. So I think ruins Italy is 10 letters. And can we get, insularity, I think. Well, so far I'm really enjoying this after a terrible time with Vlad yesterday. Western power accepts ones a weak type. Well, Western and power both have one letter abbreviations W and P. And if they accept ones IS, you get a wisp, which might be a weak type. Deacon's lot is somehow sad. I think somehow might be the anagram indicator here. And I'm thinking disconsolate. Is that 12 letters? Disconsolate. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's go back to the downs. Splayed feet, nasty, but a tightrope walker's requirement. Well, just even from the definition, if you see a tightrope walker's requirement, you might think of a safety net. And then we have letters that support that. So I think splayed is telling us to anagram feet nasty. Clever clue. Peaks since holding record. Yes, so I think peaks is the definition, and the Alps come up a lot because they're nice and short. Since could be as, as you're going to the shops, can you buy me a chocolate bar since you're going? And the record is a long player. Song from Ratty, Kit, and half a counter tenor. Wow. Well, I'm looking at the letters and I'm thinking of a madrigal as a song, but how is that Ratty? Ratty, I think, must be mad. I suppose if somebody looks unkempt, you might call them ratty, or they're mad looking. And to kit something up might be to rig it, or oh no, maybe it's the noun form, a kit, a rig. And half a counter tenor. Oh, is an alto a counter tenor? I thought it was its own thing, but we'll check that out at 15 squared. But I'm guessing that's where we get Al, unless it's a famous counter tenor. Al, was it Al Bowley was a singer? Anyway, slipped back, rush to guzzle drinks. Well, back. Yeah, I was thinking might be the back might be a reversal indicator, but I think this is the definition slipped back. And I'm thinking it's relapsed just again from the letters I have. Um, so rush is the noun, it's the plant that grows a reed, and that guzzles the verb drinks, laps up. Uh, let's maybe try this one. I want to try 16 down because it would give us some starters as well. Handy illumination if right cloth is spread. I'm thinking handy illumination. Yes. So I'm seeing we have an anagram of torch light. So we spread our anagram right cloth. All right. Michael Caine's part in raw fuel source. That's a great clue. I wonder if it is a famous Michael Caine part, some role he played. Um, oh, what's the one that came up recently, remade? Oh, Alfie, yeah. In raw, so maybe Alfie inside of a word for raw, and it's going to be a fuel source. Oh, a coal? I think a coal field, just because I was trying to think of the AL in coal if it was followed by FIE. I think I've heard of oil fields. I'm not sure I've heard of coal fields, but oh well, Sutton coal field. I think that's something else. Um, so then, uh, cold. Ah, raw if the weather is bitterly cold, as it is here in Texas. Got down to, I think, 13, 14 degrees Fahrenheit last night. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but it's very cold. All right. City lives or lives by Brown and Bigness, not King. Wow. Well, City can be abbreviated to C, I think because of clubs like Man City can be MC. I'm sure there's other reasons for it too. Oh, and lives could be is, CIS, by Brown and Bigness, not King. I am wondering about I'm trying to make civilian work. If not king is the definition, then you're a civilian. Is that right? If you're not royalty, because we do have Ian, and that could be Ian Brown from the Stone Roses. Although it would seem odd to have him in a crossword, but I don't know why I say that. No offense to Ian. Oh, hold on, there's some beeping going on. All right, I think that's over for the moment. Yeah, I'm going to leave that one there, but I'll bear in mind we may have a bunch of eyes coming across here. Intimidation of Chief of Staff by prudence on maneuvers. So is the definition intimidation or could it be maneuvers? But if it's maneuvers, then I would think this is going to be a plural. I suppose it could be, but it'd probably be TICS. Yeah, antics would be good, but it's 7 letters. Chief of Staff surely is just COS. And then that's going to go maybe beside a word for prudence, not patience or caution. No. Unstable. So disillusioned with equity. Wow. Unstable could be an anagram indicator, but I think it might be the definition. I'm thinking off kilter. No, off something unstable. So disillusioned. And then equity is the actors' union, but it may just be capitalized to throw us off the scent. Something to do with fairness or equality. No, I don't get it. Biblical wife breaking the Sabbath, not at first. Wow. So I think we do have to think of a biblical wife. What was Lot's wife's name? I know she could get a bit salty at times. Sarah was Abraham's wife, I think. Yeah. Maybe biblical is the definition, and wife could be a W that breaks into the Sabbaths, into Sunday, but without the first letter unday. No. Mature mount. Whoa. Mature. I think it's a double definition. I think if you mount a horse, you get up, maybe. And if you mature, I suppose you get up in years. Is that the way we're supposed to read that? I think so. Narrow arachnid squeezes into cap. So it seems like narrow will be the definition. Now, is that narrow as an adjective or a narrow in geographic terms? Arachnid squeezes into cap. It seems like we're going to put something for a spider inside a. Oh, well, cap might be a lid. Can I think of narrow beginning with L and ending in D with an I somewhere? Narrow. Nope. Where there might be a range of gear, hence endless changes. I'm wondering if we should break it after range, so where there might be a range, which could be the kitchen. Ooh, actually, when I started to speak there, I was thinking of a mountain range, but then I just thought of, oh, a range can be a cooker. Gear, hence. Yeah, gear is kit. So we see kit again. And then hence, without its ending E, it changes to give us the chen. I like that. Oh yeah, didn't get anything on that. Information, Ring Corporation's multitasking employee. I wonder if it could be a multitasking employee, some kind of jack of all trades. I think there is a word for somebody like that. Information is often gen, and then ring can be O, corporation could be co, OF. No, yes, there is a word, it just came to me. And information in this case is a fact. There's our ring. And your corporation, we see this quite regularly, can be your stomach or your tum. And so a factotum is, I think, a bit of an odds body who will just do whatever needs to be done. Kidnap, head of state, certainly. All right. Yes, so head of state is an S. And I suppose slang for certainly, which might be naturally, could be natch. And together that gives us snatch for kidnap. All right. News during Christmas about former famous group member. Well, when I saw Christmas, I immediately thought of Yule, and Doug Yule, oh, and his brother Billy were temporarily members of the Velvet Underground, but I don't think they're famous enough to find themselves in the crossword. Oh, actually, I am thinking that I have 26 across wrong. Yeah, no, now I know what that is, and it makes much more sense. But Christmas could be Noel, and it does say about, so turned backwards. We're going to have LE and ON. New can be abbreviated to N, so news is very sneakily two N's to give us John Lennon, former famous group member. Yeah, and so of course, get on in years, not get up in years. And to mount something is to get on it. Rookie error there. All right, this is a two-parter in a very awkward position, but it just fits on the screen. Bad spelling, etc. creates shortage in London hospital. Ooh, that K from kitchen is very awkward. because I was thinking bad might tell us to anagram something, but we've no K, so bad spelling, etc. Is that the definition? Or is it a London hospital? Again, if I didn't have the K, I might think it was St. Bart's or something like that. Well, hospital can be H, so maybe we end in TH? No, I don't see it. A word in your ear. I do enjoy listening to that podcast with David Hepworth and Mark Ellen. They do go on a bit, but we've known them so long. It's like listening to your family nattering about music. All right, but anyway, that's off topic. A word in your ear. Not all chaps stink. Could it be a hidden clue? Not all, so part of chaps stink. No. Oh, piss. Yeah, it is. It is a hidden clue. I thought it was very unlikely, but there you go. If you're trying to get somebody's attention to whisper something to them. All right. Oh, so narrow scope would be limited. An arachnid. I suppose a mite. I didn't realize that is part of the arachnid family, and it squeezes into the lid. All right. This is our unstable. So disillusioned with equity. I'm thinking it's going to end in NCE. Yeah, off license would fit if it wasn't for that, but I'm pretty sure about torchlight. Yeah, that must be right. All right. Oh well, yeah, this has gone fairly easily, but let's see if the last few are going to drag this video out longer than it needs to be. All right, stir, criticize, the drink. Yeah, so I think it is going to be the C, mare. So what's criticize? But then what's a word for stir? Oh, the slammer. Yeah, so it was slang for prison, and to slam somebody might be to criticize them. All right. This one I thought might be. Okay, so it's not DEP. Maybe it's miracle is. Yeah, because this is probably going to be DIS. So let's try miracle is plus the D for departure. And it's going to be a denial, could be a disclaimer, of course. All right, top half looking good. This is the intimidation. Oh, scare tactics. Yes. And so actually it is plural, even though the definition is singular, intimidation. So chief of staff by prudence. I think maneuvers might simply be tactics. Yeah, I don't quite. I don't see how that one is. Now I do, yeah. The chief letter of staff is the S, and prudence is care, take care, show prudence. All right. Now our city Could it be a city? Yeah, because I'm just thinking if lives is the first part of a charade, then we have the word is, and then brown might be tan, and bigness could be bulk, but we removed the K for king from it. All right. Oh, here's our bad spelling, etc. Creates shortage. Yeah, I'm wondering if is it something arts? Oh, oh, they've done this before where they use the word spelling and they're referring to casting spells. So I think, I even said St. Bart's earlier. Well, sure enough, inside of Bart's, we put a lack, which is a shortage. That's very clever. Ah, there we go. All right. Ooh, so now, of course, unstable is off balance. Um, I think maybe disillusioned is simply off. Like I've gone off something, um, and then balance is equity. That would make sense. Oh, what is 25? Oh, Bathsheba is the biblical wife, I think. Ah, we anagram the Sabbath, but minus the very first letter, the T, because we only need one T from E Sabbath. Very clever. All right, let's check all. Ah, so it's not a wisp. I was thinking that was a weak definition, but of course, instead of one is, it's I am, I'm. Oh dear. All right. Well, can't win them all, I suppose. But yeah, I was doing so well up to that. I'm sure you all spotted wimp rather than wisp. Um, all right, let's head over to 15 squared and see if they're as happy as I am. All right, the blog is by Menehi. Very enjoyable solve. There were three I've just jotted down to take another look at. Yeah, to be off balance could mean to feel off or disillusioned. Yeah, okay. And get on, of course. Oh, I wrote that one down when I thought it was get up, but get on now, of course, I understand perfectly. And then madrigal. Yes, Al is half of alto. Did not know that. And thank goodness I thought of Alfie for a coal field. Oh, yeah, I got the tactics, didn't I? Scare. Yeah, S, care, and tactics. Yeah. Friendly little number from the Brum today. Crispy doesn't seem to be a fan of the French. I don't know. I think everyone should know. Yeah, pourquoi non? Anyway, a tad decaffeinated after yesterday's triple espresso. Well, no, nothing wrong with that. I think we needed it. Anyway, good fun, lots of clever and amusing surfaces. The tightrope walker's splayed feet was a good one. All right, well, thank you as always for watching and have a great day.